A forum was held at Woodneath Library on Thursday, October 9th to give residents a chance to meet the candidates for public office in Clay County.
In the end, it's the elected official that answers to you. We are responsible for all the work that goes out of our office.
Presiding commissioner candidates Jerry Nolte and Jay Swearingen were just two of the candidates that were given the opportunity to make their pitch to voters.
As far as specifically supporting another charter, I agree with some of the remarks that were made earlier that it really needs to come from the grassroots. But at the end of the day, whether we're working under a charter or whether we're working under our present structure, it is the people that make a difference.
In my opinion, there ought to be a statue of Jerry Nolte in front of the Ford plant at Clay Como.
We have a great number of 2-to-1 votes, and that means that two people are ganging up on one person, and two people are getting their point across at the expense of one person. And that means half of the county is getting left out because that commissioner doesn't get a good vote.
Several candidates commented that charter had been voted down 3 times, and that's true. What they didn't say was that before a charter was written, a majority of those voting voted in favor of trying. So it's not just that the majority are opposed to charter. Those particular charters didn't pass. But the idea of charter has won every time it's been submitted since 1968.
Candidates for county clerk Sherry Duffett and Megan Thompson spoke about improving communication and reducing political squabbles inside county government.
Personally, I think we need better communication on all levels of government between the office holders and the employees and the taxpayers. Everybody needs to get on the same page.
Just from the past 4 years, there's been a lot of petty personal politics that have been circulating around. We need office holders who are going to take the time to take care of the people of Clay County.
Collector of Revenue candidates Lydia McAvoy and Tom Brandom discussed the purchase of new software for the collector's office.
This software was darn expensive, and I am so glad he brought up the part-time job that I went out and got to pay for it. We went out and collected for the cities. There's a stream of revenue available through that. There's a statutory 1%. We talked to the commission. We split that 1%. And we recently wrote a check out of that tax maintenance fund for $385,000 to pay for the first installment of that software. Not a single dime of that multi-million-dollar software is being paid for out of the general fund of the county because I'm using my discretionary fund. I'm using my dollars that I promised the people to use for them. I'm using them to pay for that. So that's what I've done with that money. Yes, we went to Alaska. It was absurd. The only other place to go was New York. It was right after Hurricane Sandy, and it would have been twice as expensive.
It's the cost of her running the office that I worry about, and her willingness to spend money.
This is Dave Hahn reporting for the Kearney Courier.